Why someone at my age should try YouTube video. The number one thing that hello guys. My name is Zai. Today I wanted to do a different kind of video than the ones I've been posting. I wanted to share a personal story on how I came to be on YouTube, why I started YouTube in the first place. Well, what prompted me to actually make this particular video was yesterday I came across a young girl's video who's only 21 years old, and she had been immersed in social media since she was about 11 or 12. So she was heavily into social media, influenced by it, had several accounts on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube for 10 years, and now this year she has finally decided to get off social media, and her life has been a lot better for it. She's a very sweet young girl. When I saw that video, I just pictured myself and her sitting on a fence. We were sitting on the same fence, and she jumped on one side and I jumped on the other. In that, I have been hesitant about being on social media all my life, and this year in 2024 I decided to finally jump the gun and start a YouTube channel after a lot of hesitation, a lot of doubt and questioning myself whether it was the right move for me or not. I thought, wouldn't it be a great research for someone who studies sociology to see how social media has affected the younger generation versus us, the older generation, and what we can learn from both of those examples. So I have this career for almost 35 years now, and then came a point in my life, as I'm sure it has in many of your lives as well, is that once you reach a certain point, a plateau in your career, and sometimes you ask yourself this question, if what I'm doing is actually really worth anything to somebody else, to the public at large. What value does it have besides making me money? So when you are young, you make these decisions where you choose careers or jobs based on the financial security that it might bring you, or the money that you might be able to make off it, or how much scope you would have to be in a higher position in that field, or how long would that career last, what prospect does it have. But many a times I feel that people are not thinking about if that career is actually servicing somebody else. And you have to ask yourself at some point, how much of a service am I doing to my community? You have to think about it on a deeper level as to what your job is bringing, or what is your work actually contributing to the society at large. I'm 59 now, so then came a time where I had to question if being on social media would actually help my business, and I thought that it might, because just being completely off social media, it doesn't bring you exposure, especially to the younger group. I wanted more people to know about Ayurveda, so I decided to start Instagram 2 years ago, and I started very slowly. I don't post as much as I should on Instagram at all, and I started a Facebook page, but I did nothing with it. I was on LinkedIn and I did nothing with that either. And so I had this presence everywhere on social media, but I never really got into it. And it wasn't until 2024, and you will see in my videos, I posted one video I think 3 years ago before the pandemic, but it was in 2024 in January of this year that I decided that I'm finally going to jump off that fence on the other side and make this video. And I'm telling you, I'm enjoying the process so much. So here's the thing about why someone at my age should try YouTube video. The number one thing that I can say is that people my age have so much life experience. We are skilled in our profession, whatever we have studied before, whatever jobs we have done before. We are so skilled at it that we have a wealth of knowledge that we can bring to society. For example, I was a designer. I could talk about that. I'm now an Ayurvedic practitioner. I can talk about Ayurveda. If somebody is an architect, someone is a doctor, a naturopath, or someone is a gardener, a farmer, someone is in law, or someone is a teacher, someone is a craftsman, they make things with their own hands, or someone is in fine arts, a singer, a voice coach, someone who plays instruments. People my age, we have all of these different experiences, and we can bring this to the world through YouTube. So to me, YouTube is this great canvas that you can just paint on it with all your skills. The only thing that I think many of us are lacking, maybe the technical knowledge on how to put together a video, but it has been such a interesting and enjoyable journey for me because I make all my own videos myself. I write the script one day and then I shoot the videos another day and then I edit another day. So I learned all these things by myself, and I'm still shooting and editing on my iPhone. I don't have any fancy software. I don't edit on my desktop or laptop. I just use my iPhone. I'm really enjoying the process. My goal is to take the skills that I have and just share them with people. It's not about how many likes am I going to get or how many counts or am I going to be able to monetize my videos. All of that really doesn't matter to me now because I feel like if I don't do this at this point, when am I going to do it? And that was the exact thought that I had going through my mind when I started studying Ayurveda, when I decided to change my career, is if I don't do this now, then when am I going to do it? There's no other time like today. I was an introvert. I've been an introvert all my life. I didn't like being in large groups. I had social anxiety when meeting new people. I never went to parties. I never hung out with groups on weekends. I had like one best friend all through high school. I have people that I can count on in an emergency, but I really never had a large group of friends. I never socialized. I never went to clubs or parties, and I was always with my design work, doing photography or writing or listening to music or studying music. I like to go on hikes in forests and take pictures. So I was such a awkward introvert, and for me to start the YouTube channel was a very scary thing. It was that fear that kept me away from starting a YouTube channel all these years. And I thought, why would people want to look at a 59-year-old? How will I look on the camera? I don't want to look ugly. I don't want to feel old. And who is going to want to listen to what I have to say? And people in USA don't even care about Ayurveda, and they don't know anything about Ayurveda. And so I had all these fears and insecurities in me that kept me away from YouTube. And then suddenly one day I woke up and I said to myself, if I don't do this now, when am I ever going to do it? And who cares? Who really cares about how I look and what I have to say? There are millions of videos out there. What are the chances of somebody looking at my video and saying, I don't like what she has to say, or I don't like how she looks? Nobody has the time. Nobody really cares, So let me just do what I feel I need to do now. So here I am. It was very interesting. I posted one short video and I posted it at night. I woke up in the morning and it had 3,000 views. I had no idea why it was so popular because it was just a silly video. Whereas I put in a lot of work in some of the other videos and I have very few views on them. So I don't know how this whole YouTube thing works. I just see it with a sense of humor. If my videos take off and a lot of people see it, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine as well. I still have my brick and mortar business that I can fall back on. I'm not completely dependent on YouTube for the money or for the likes or the hits, so it's all good. All I have to say to people in my age group, in their 50s and 60s and even 70s or older, that we bring so much experience to the table. So please don't hesitate to start a YouTube channel. Just pick up your phone, make a video, and create an account and post it on YouTube. I think that the society at large will actually benefit from all our videos put together on YouTube. And I feel that someday day, YouTube is going to be maybe even bigger than Google search, because people are going to come to YouTube to search for all kinds of things. If we all put together our resources and our knowledge and post on YouTube, just so we can benefit each other, I think that will be the greatest service that we can do in our lives. I see YouTube not from a commercial point of view, although it can be very monetarily lucrative for a lot of people if they know how to work the algorithms and all of that. And I leave that to the younger generation to figure that out. But my generation brings something else to YouTube, and that is our soul stories, our experiences, and our wisdom. So thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you in the next video, and it's probably going to be about Ayurveda. Thank you. Bye.